the CBC Evening News.
Good evening, I'm Shane Seeley in our top story at 7. On a night of top-class calypso competition, there's high praise for the Cultural Industries Act. It's coming from Prime Minister Fundell Stewart. He says the act not only encourages the revitalization of Barbados' economy, but provides the youth with opportunities to benefit from their innate talents.
So we have been revolutionizing the economy too. Stephen Lashley, the Minister of Culture, Sport and Youth, passed the Cultural Industries Act and set up a Cultural Industries Authority to make it possible for our young people who don't have to import and to pay for their talents, their artistic talents, in order to be able to use them.
Now, Prime Minister Stewart was speaking at the DLP Christchurch West Branch annual luncheon and ceremony, where some outstanding party members were presented with awards. And from all reports, the action in this year's Soca Royale is heating up at Bushy Park. We go live via phone to Lisa Broom. Lisa, what's going on there at Bushy Park?
Well, the show has officially started. This was just a few moments ago, maybe when you were at the top of your first story. The show started with the Mike Warmer Cooper Dan, who was going to be featured at the inaugural Soca competition. Now, the actual Soca competition is going to be first. That kicks off with the Irish song #1, and his song is Money Well Spent. So people are anticipating a very tight race in the Soca competition. The party monarch will follow around 8 o'clock or so. Walking through the crowd, people have been talking about their favorites. We heard Marvey a lot in Soca. His song, of course, is very popular. I know your name. I don't know your name, rather. And we're hearing lyrics for Party Monarch as some of the crowd's favorites. I also got the opportunity to speak with Aja, who is the best producer, and from just walking through the crowd, or should I say, pushing my way through the front, which is thick up here. Aja said last year there were 11,000, and so far, with the competition just getting underway, they look to be up on the numbers. So it seems as though things are going to be pretty good up there, both in terms of the competition and in terms of the crowd to support the competitors on stage, Shane.
Well, thank you, Lisa. Lisa, they're reporting live from Bushy Park for Soca Royale. Meanwhile, thousands have converged on Bushy Park for what has been described as the biggest Sunday for the Crop Over Festival. Some of the island's biggest soca stars are set to take the stage, and as we speak, as you just heard, the 2016 installment of Soca Royale is underway. In the Sweet Soca competition, 7 contestants are gunning to take the crown from the reigning monarch Edwin. Meanwhile, Peter Ram is defending his title in the Party Monarch competition. The results from the Soca Royale are expected later tonight, and hopefully you are one of those lucky ones who booked the MCTV pay-per-view package so you can watch the action live. Now on to another competition. First-timer Summer Sargent is the 2016 Junior Monarch in the 18 to 12 category. Competing under the stage name Summer, the 8-year-old won with a compelling delivery of her song Go Away Recession. She was one of 8 contestants vying for that title. The Junior Monarch title in the 13 to 18 category was won by Chad Montplaisir, performing as the MC. He found favor with the judges for his rendition of Outer Love. Meanwhile, band leader Kevin Small took top honors in this year's Junior Kadooment. He was awarded Best Junior Band with his Fifth Element Kiddies Kadooment outfit, with the theme Replaying the Right Cards. Veteran band leader Gwyneth Squires copped second place with her band Proud to be a Bajan, and Young Spirits community group led by Trevor Nichols and his Northern Exposia placed third. In more crop over news, the National Cultural Foundation could for the second year running see a small profit at the end of the festival, and Culture Minister Stephen Lashley is pleased by the achievement. He says it means the NCF will be able to execute the festival without going into a deficit, and it was in thanks in large part to the response of corporate Barbados.
We had a good response last year from our sponsors, and this year we've had a number of new sponsors coming on board. We've had some persons, some entities that would have not been involved in the sponsorship of Crop Over last year that have come back into Crop Over. I want to commend that. because I've been asking for more private sector involvement and investment into the festival. And that has certainly helped to the NCF to manage the expenditure. Producing crop over, the NCF produces in excess just about 25 major events, and that is not a small feat.
Mr. Ashley says there was a tremendous response to last year's event, and gate receipts have also helped the NCF's bottom line.
Last year, we expect the same thing will happen. The ticket sales for Soca Royale so far have shown a projection even beyond what we saw last year. We've seen an increased number of registrations for Grand Kadooment, and a phenomenal increase in terms of 4-day mourning. In spite of some of the issues that we've had circulating, people are still going to be on the road for 4 days. I will be there for sure, having a good time. So I believe we've seen, in terms of what we've seen registered, bands and so on, there's been really a very good response.
Now, coming up after the break, complaints about red tape and its effect on the renewable energy sector. Stay with us.